Hey everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Coach, thank you. We begin this challenge in the fourth quarter with less than 3 minutes remaining. You're only down 3 points. You've got the ball on your side of the field. 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Some guys just simply have it. And Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900 or more receptions. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Bengals.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
On first down, Drake. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the dual threat man, this is DJ Foster. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line.
Tackle made at the 5.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Back to throw, Murray. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. They'll run on first down. George. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 1st and 10, Gannon. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
2nd and 6.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting to...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. 25 yards for the touchdown as they have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
Now Drake loses the football, and the Bengals grab it. And some space here. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Cincinnati.
The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout.
12-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the gun, Murray. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
He's Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Odell Beckham, 72 yards. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
We pick up this challenge in the fourth quarter with over 3 minutes left in the game. You're ahead 7 points. Your opponent has driven into your territory, and it's 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Pascal's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Intended for Zach.
Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
There defensively.
They'll throw again. Rivers. His pass caught at the 4. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. To the air again here, Rivers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 2 veterans, Phillip Rivers fighting T.Y. Hilton. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30.
Yeah, it's on.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Cincinnati.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Rivers gets set to lead this offense. Down by 7, a minute 44 to go. Now Rivers. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And they work this right upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does.
He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. Here's Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
4th down.
Now Rivers on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chase Young in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Rivers to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, but that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Zach.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal.
Rivers. That's caught at the 2. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. All right, you did it. you got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
24.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
This challenge begins in the fourth quarter with less than 2 minutes to go in the ball game. You're leading by 6 points. Your opponent has the ball on their side of the field, and it's 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
At the 46-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Gannon. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
1st and goal at the...
And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
the coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Coach, this challenge begins in quarter number 4 with less than 4 minutes showing on the clock. You're trailing by 2 points. You've got possession in your own territory as we get set here, 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 34.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th.
The extra point.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Demir Bird returning it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33.
So Cam Newton and his offense down by 5. A minute 52 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's 3rd down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Now Newton. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10. At at their own 21-yard line.
So now all eyes on the Patriots. Trailing in this one now. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Newton throwing again. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Newton again. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The onside kick recovered by Cincinnati.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's George. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
It's 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Patriots 24.
Hey folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we jump into this challenge for the good stuff in the fourth quarter, and we're already at the 2-minute warning. You're ahead on the scoreboard, but your opponent has it down to your 5-yard line. Second and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be... And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 3 yards out. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
For the 2-point conversion.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So now the Bengals down by a field goal, and time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Now it's the Niners' turn, trailing by 4, 26 seconds to go. And they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. First and 10. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. He was defended.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Garoppolo to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Greatest show
and he
on
will
earth, baby.
bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the coach. To finish this out, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We pick up this challenge in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes left. You're trailing by 10 points. You've got the ball on your side of the field, and it's 3rd and 1. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. First, give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first down, Gannon. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Gannon. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
24-yard
off play action. Gannon. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Randy Moss there to make the grab. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game.
In both locker rooms, the coaches talked about setting the tone early. Didn't matter whether you start on offense or defense. In this case, the team that had the ball first did exactly that. Took it right downfield and scored.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Pulled in at the 24. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So now the Bengals down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Past the 20 and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Randy Moss with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the fourth. What a game this has turned out to be, and what a touchdown right there.
How about when scheme and talent match up? Because they absolutely had to have that. When they had to find their way into the end zone to take the lead, they get it to their wide receiver. He gets that done for them, and now they get to look at their defense and say, guys, make it stand up.
Now, that's the only way it would have been more ideal is if you put it in the end zone with 1 second or 0 seconds on the clock, but beggars can't be choosers.
Not at all, and whose heart wants to deal with that anyway? Go ahead and score while you've got the opportunity.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this way.
25-yard line.
Now the focus shifts to the Seahawks offense, trailing by a field goal. 1:44 to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And his throw here's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run for it with Carson. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On 1st down, it's George. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On the pickup, 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. George. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
7-yard line.
As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
Throwing now is Wilson. They find Dorsett. It's complete.
Pass complete.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Wilson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
By the Bengals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well,
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the 3rd quarter with over 2 minutes remaining. You're down big. You've got possession in your own territory, and it's 4th and 3. And this offense getting ready as they're looking for a 4th down conversion. They're going to try and throw. Man open, it's Moss, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even. And they will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6.
The kicker on.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point.
It's never any fun, Brandon, when you're the defensive team and the first drive of the game, you give up a touchdown. The key is not to get down. Make those adjustments and come back for your next series with the intent of shutting them down.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Pistons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley.
The handoff to Todd Gurley.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success.
That is incomplete. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
Marcus Peters on the
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Atlanta.
formation for the Falcons.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati set to take over once again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
To
Randy Moss, 56 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up, and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Ryan's pass. Intended.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action. Ryan. His throw's going to be incomplete. Lineout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Here's Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Defended by Jalen Ramsey.
To throw is Ryan. And he'll be taken down by Bengal pressure. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Gannon. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. He's going to go up top for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. To throw again. Gannon. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Ryan will drop this underneath to Gurley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. From the shotgun, Ryan firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to Kari Lee.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Chase Young gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken at the 37. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the Falcons' 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Randy Moss, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chuck this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Not quite enough that time. Maybe just try a lower start difficulty if you can and select replay challenge and give it another go. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Back to throw. Gannon.
That's complete to Moss out of the backfield.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. And then open down the middle of the field. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
A gain of 21.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Demonte Keeson. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Charles, now... The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Looking to throw. Gannon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
The kicker on for the...
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to 28-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is the only run of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. Bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Bengals.
Extra point up and through. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB.
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, man. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. They go play action now. Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Matt Ryan, sacked.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. That's incomplete on the slant route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 30.
That one goes for 30 yards.
Cincinnati.
Off the play fake. Gannon. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game.
2-point conversion.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play?
28.
Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Play action. It's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
He's going to get his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. From the gun, it's Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Ryan will throw again. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Ryan's going to get this complete to Hurst. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He's got the hook up to me. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Another carry now for Gurley. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
A 26-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Makes the score Falcons 31.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 34-yard line.
So now the Bengals down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into